back, everybody, to another installment of the Nordic downloadable content. We are looking at the Westbury station, and everyone's just unloaded, but we want to check out this train that just left, and it is named Tangerine Dream. It's got a real nice view going up the Timber Mountain, which I keep calling out, but we have our oil well and refinery, which are both doing very well. But the town of Westbury was growing so much that it actually needed to start importing workers to help with all the demand. So what I had to do was build a very first of its kind in the Nordic Valley, a passenger train line. It looks beautiful. It has a very nice track. I have 2 trains running on this line, and it heads up to Rockdale, I believe. I can't remember the name of the city at the moment, and as usual, the name is probably being pronounced incorrectly. But in my world, it shall be Rockdale. And here comes the other train, which is the SJ Lit B. Both engines are running. It's a real quick downhill, so the trip down to Westbury is nice and fast, but then when you hit this guy, which we're going to go ahead and hit double speed, don't worry, we'll bring up the Tangerine Dream here and look at some of his details. Now, it does have a top speed of 37 miles per hour. Don't let the double speed of the game fool you. But it has some pretty good traction effort, so it gets up this hill even with the 6 cars. The other one, which I've just named simply the SJ Lit B, it only has... Oh, no. They both have 6 cars, because they can both hold 30 passengers. I thought one of them might have been a 5-car line. Now, this is going to get real intense. I'm going to get these out of the way, because this is just a beautiful part of the line, so we're going to hit this at normal speed. You can actually now see Mount Timber in the background. And just so you guys know, it is now 1865. I like hiding all the UI in this series because it just gives the overall game look just a real nice style. You can actually still see Westbury off in the distance with what looks like an iron ore factory that we will never use. But this is where you can see we have slowed down to 27 miles per hour, so we lost 10 miles per hour of our capability. Just not enough power to maintain that speed and traction to get up this hill. But that's okay. It's a normal slowdown anyway. If you want to look at our roundabout time here, I'm going to go visible only railroad. And you can see that this is the RD to WB scenic route. Now, I will have a direct line, which will be part of the main loop, so that's why this one goes a little bit round and about. But the direct line was about a $3 million investment, and it's only 1865, which actually it has now just hit 1866. But the line's very profitable. It's got a 7-minute frequency. I would probably get away with a single train, but due to the hill, I don't have a train powerful enough to carry more passengers, and all I have available at this moment in time are these smaller cars that only hold 5 passengers each. But here we are. It was a nice little ride, quick load and unload, and you can see that the station's actually doing really well. We have 51 passengers waiting. I definitely have a nice demand and could add a few more cars or get another train running. So we're going to have to expand. I think this money is really helping us to pay off all of our loans. By the year 1870, we should be able to expand out to Dursley, Buntingford, and connect back to our oil line, which is still doing really, really well. So that's the only new line that has been built in the last 5 years is this new passenger train line. So let's go ahead and watch the Tangerine Dream, and you'll see on the way back, it's a real nice view. We'll maintain it from this direction and watch them cruise down. Here you can actually see I'm going to have to pause, which is good. This was the point, is I want my train up here to pause while my train that's coming up the hill goes up here, so this one doesn't have to lose any speed. And we're going to be able to gain this speed heading down this track really quick anyway. So what about you guys? Have you been messing around with the Nordic DLC? I'm excited to get through this one and play some of the more modern trains on this series. And I'm also looking forward to just getting through it so I can play around with some more mods and mess around with more of that. And I still have to do, I know, it's terrible, an official USA series. I did some live streaming, of course, but that was just not cutting it. We're going to get a real nice view of this oncoming train here. The unnamed, the named after the engine. Now, something I haven't messed with too much, which I was thinking about, was having perhaps a single train with 2 engines and maybe a lot more cars to add to that power, because I think it will combine. I haven't really messed too much with adding multiple engines on my Train Fever trains. So what do you guys think about that? Have you messed too much with adding multiple engines? Maybe that's something I'll play around with and show off a little bit next episode. Also in the works, while we watch this guy really pick up speed, I have a all-in-one Ultimate Train Fever guide. It's going to be one video, not my Tutorial 101 series, which was the entire gameplay of 1850 to the year 2000, but it's going to be a one-shot video, maybe 30 minutes, and it's going to cover everything you need to know to play Train Fever. So I think it's going to work out really nice. Let's really get in here. And what I've done is, if you are on my Facebook page, I already posted the first half of the video, and I'd love to get you guys' feedback and comments. And if you don't know about my Facebook page or anything like that, just hit up my website, MontyRicoGaming.com, and it's got all the links there. And sorry for all the spam and self-advertisement, but all this is brand new. I just got the website up and all that, so I'd really like to show it off. Now, this is our Eastern Depot over here. I like it kind of out in the boonies. We've got the farmers working it whenever they need to. Not really, but we can pretend. So I hope you guys are enjoying everything so far and enjoyed the passenger tour of my brand new passenger line, the WB to RD. So what I plan on doing is jumping forward into about 1870, and I will start up the next episode there and see you guys in the next installment. What's going to be exciting is now we have the money to really expand. So now we have done our separate western expansion last episode, and this episode was actually connecting by rail our eastern cities. And next episode we will do a northern connection. I don't know, maybe we'll call it like the Northern Lights or the Northern Express or who knows what, but we're going to get this loop started. I like this small map. I think we're going to get a really cool loop going around, but it's going to take time. We're not going to break the banks and take out a bunch of loans and finish it in one fell swoop. We're going to be using our own money to build out. So I will see you guys next time. As always, thanks for watching and keep on training.